Hey guys, I'm excited to come on in here. The other day, I did a TikTok video sharing a little bit about side hustles that can support you in making $1,000 per month on the side or even more. And in fact, for a lot of people, this has actually been the start of something that became a full-on career because they found this passion that they didn't realize that they had. So I'm excited to share with you guys 9 side hustles that can make $1,000 per month or more, but I'm going to share a couple of things that you need to know before I share what these side hustles are because people always freak out. If you're excited to be here, comment below and let me know if you're excited about learning about side hustles. They're really fun. So the first thing that I want to share, people always are like, it's not that easy. Where did I say it was going to be easy? If someone promises you easy money, run because you're probably about to get scammed. I've learned that lesson over and over again, even as I hire people in my business. They'll make it be like, oh, it'll be easy to hit 6 figures. The second I hear that, I know that this is not a legit opportunity. So I'm not here to share that any of these are going to be easy. They're work. It's definitely work. But the difference is when you find a hustle, a side hustle, or something that you absolutely love to do, it's a lot easier to show up every single day, especially if it's aligned with who you are and what you want to put out into the world. The second thing I want to share, people will often ask, is it fast? I need to make money tomorrow. Well, I mean, can people make money in a day or a week? Sometimes, but this isn't a fast thing. This is developing a skill set to be able to ultimately charge lots of money and continually build your clientele and this entire business. So the third question is, can I get rich? Some people can, some people will. I know people who make 10, 20, even up to $60,000 a month still as freelancers offering some of the services that I'm talking about here. And in our digital marketing agency, we turned it from a side hustle while I was working my 9 to 5 to a full-on, full-time freelance job into a scaled freelance job into a full-on agency, which is a multiple 7-figure agency. So there is a legitimate path where people can make a lot of money, and there are some agencies that make 8, 9 figures per year. So there is a potential for success, but I'm not here to say that you can get rich fast. You certainly can't get rich easily. That's not what this is at all. Now, the first thing that I want to share, and this is going to make some people upset. By the way, are you guys already enjoying what I'm sharing with you? This is legit. The first question people get super mad about this is, do you need a degree? People get mad because there will always be the marketing majors who flip out here because, truth be told, I think that they get a little threatened or intimidated when I share this harsh fact. You don't need a degree for any of these side hustles. The truth is, you actually don't need a degree to become a marketer or a social media manager or anything like that. And that upsets people who have spent $20,000, $100,000 on a degree. But the truth is, I don't have a degree. And every time someone tells me that you need a degree to be successful, either in business marketing or as a social media manager, I get a little bit like, no, that's not true. Because I know tons of people who don't have degrees, tons. I'm talking hundreds, if not thousands of people who don't have degrees in marketing who have become successful in many of these side hustles. And so it is absolutely not necessary. The problem with college is, and I'm not even against college, it's a good way to learn for some people, but the problem with college when you're going into marketing, especially digital marketing, especially social media as a subset, is that college classes and curriculums can't even keep up with the changes. Heck, guys, it's hard for me to keep up, and this is my full-time job. I spend hours per day researching and learning and studying, and I can't learn enough or learn fast enough. I can't even keep up with all of the changing trends on social media or the updates or things that happen overnight. One week, this may be the case. The next week, a totally different thing may be the case. And the cool thing is the fact that this role keeps you on your toes and always keeps you learning, it keeps it exciting. So if you like variety, it's a good thing to look at. But the other thing that's neat is it really eliminates a lot of the competition who isn't willing to continually learn and evolve in their skill set. So college, can it be helpful? Some people learn well with college. It's not a bad thing if you want to go to college. But if you think that that is the only path, not even close. In fact, it's not a path that's going to guarantee you a job. I know so many people who have college degrees, and this may be the experience for some of you guys. There are certain people that I know, lots of them, who say, I can't find a job and I'm a marketing major. And they're trying to say that to like discredit what I'm saying. And I'm like, well, that's because you haven't learned what I teach and how I teach it. So let's keep on diving in. Now, let's be super clear about this, you guys. Before anyone says this, I am not saying that you should just charge money and not actually deliver. I almost want to like roll my eyes and be like, duh, but you should continually be learning and growing and evolving your skill set. That's why I'm obsessed. I'm passionate. I'm always teaching and applying exactly what I'm learning in social media, digital marketing, etc. It should be something where you are continually learning and growing and reading and studying, because the truth is this isn't some job that you just want to coast in forever. You want to continually grow and get better. And the better you get, the more you can charge. There are people who charge $20,000 to $50,000 per month per client for these exact services because they're just that good. Now, we charge anywhere from $6,500 to $12,500 per month per client in our agency. And why is that the case? Because we deliver great results, and I'm obsessed with learning. Who here loves learning? Anybody love learning, growing, reading, studying, watching YouTube videos about the latest tactics or how to growth hack a platform or whatever, right? If all of those things are true, then you're probably in the right place. Okay, guys, you ready for it? So the first thing that I want to share is so many people will say, I've applied for tons of jobs. I've paid to apply for jobs. I've paid for websites, and all of them are scams. Okay, there's two different things that we are talking about there. Number one, don't join sites that make you pay to apply for jobs. Got it? Don't pay for jobs that tell you to pay to apply. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That is something that works for the few. Don't do that. Now, there are a few sites that can work, but they're getting really hard to work with. For example, like Upwork and a few of those different platforms, Fiverr, they work for some people, but they're not consistent. It's become more and more difficult to succeed there without paying for their premium platform. So keep in mind, those are absolutely not a part of what I'm talking about today. The second thing that comes up in that question is, I've applied for tons of jobs and I can't even get a call back, or all the jobs that I'm looking at require a marketing degree. Here's a real fact, you guys. I've generated millions and millions and millions of dollars for clients, and I could apply for those same jobs and not get accepted because on paper, my pedigree doesn't look great. My pedigree would keep me from getting those jobs through the traditional route. I'm not recommending that you guys apply for jobs. I'm not recommending that you sit back and just, sit on your computer sending out resumes all day. In fact, I haven't created a resume in like 5 years. There is no resume. Does that make sense? This is a different skill set. This is a different, actually, like avenue. And so the old methods of hiring, the old methods of searching for clients, those aren't applicable anymore. So let's dive on in. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to work for clients one-on-one. That is not the same as applying for a job and having a full-time role. Could you ultimately only have one client work full-time? For sure. And in fact, many of my team members started out working for a lot of clients one-on-one, and then they realized that they loved working with me most and became full-time team members, which is kind of cool. So that can happen. And I think if you find something that you love or a client that you love working with, feel free to go that path. But what you're essentially going to be doing is starting your own thing. That means searching for your own clients. It means that you're not going to be hired by anyone. No, there's no minimum salary. There's no guarantee, but there's also no maximum, and there's no glass ceiling either. So when you remove the minimum guarantee, you increase where the ceiling ends, AKA there isn't a ceiling, which is, I think, really neat. Now, we're not going to get into all the ways to find clients today. So I put together an awesome resource for you guys. I hope that that's cool. And that is 80 ways to find a client, 80 ways to secure a client. I'm going to drop that in the chat here. It's also in the bio beneath this video. If you're already enjoying this and learning something, be sure you comment below, give this video a thumbs up. And I could be doing some more videos on how to secure clients at some point or start as a social media manager. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I don't want you guys to miss when all of those go live. I usually produce about 3 to 5 YouTube videos per week. I put out more free content than most people put in their paid programs. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat. Feel free to opt in. And the other neat thing too is that We're going to be launching a client attraction challenge soon. If you opt in for the 80 ways, we'll let you know when that free client attraction challenge goes live. Who here wants that? Yes, please. I'm actually also live streaming on TikTok at the same time. I'm going to see if I can drop the link, or if it's too long, we'll see if we can just drop it. Oh, we can drop it. There you go. The link is there. Awesome. Okay, let's keep on going. So what I want you guys to realize is that each of these rules is totally legit. The first is a social media outbound engagement expert. This can pay $1,000 per month. I actually hire someone for almost $2,000 per month to help me with outbound engagement. Basically, what you're doing is going to other people's social media platforms and creating engagement on behalf of your client, not spamming, building relationships, fostering conversation, etc., in order to help them to appear active and engaged. That is a part of building a brand, by the way, you guys. Like I said, I hire someone for $2,000 per month for this, but you would want to call yourself a social media outbound engagement expert. The next role is, this is the one that I chose to start with. It is social media manager. And if you guys are looking for the link, it is in the chat. You may have to scroll up just a little bit. Otherwise, when this video goes live on YouTube, you can check the bio beneath the video. So the second one is a social media manager. Now, this is a little more of a generalist role. You could be working in YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook groups, etc. The crazy thing is, it can be all-encompassing. So when I started with that role, I was charging $500 and $600 for my first 2 clients, and then I immediately jumped to $1,000 per month. Now today we charge much bigger packages, but at the time I was just posting content to keep their social media alive and active and engaged. And then as your skill set grows and develops, you can start to do some really powerful things like attract an audience and help your client to generate leads. You can nurture an audience and create an actual strategic plan. At $500 or $1,000 per month, that is way less than a full-time marketer. Anyone who thinks that they're going to get a full-on strategy that like advances the revenue of their business at that rate, they're being a little bit crazy. That is not the rate of advanced social media managers. Got it? So I always teach my students inside of Social Media United that if you charge, if you join Social Media United, you need to be charging at least $500 per platform. And then as you combine the platforms, you create smaller rates, because working with the same client is a little faster for multiple platforms versus working with 10 clients with different platforms. Does that make sense? Awesome. Who's learning, having fun? Comment below and like explode it with emojis if you're having fun, learning, enjoying so far. The next role is virtual assistant. Now, I don't go super deep into virtual assistants since it's something I've never offered, but goodness gracious, it is something I have hired a lot for. I love hiring virtual assistants. Basically, these are people who can help with email management, inbox management, your schedule, with fast graphic creation, with research, all across the board. Generally speaking, virtual assistants are worth $20 to $80 an hour. In the future, I'm actually going to be hosting a virtual assistant expert on this channel. Her name is Kathy, and she's going to be coming in here and sharing a whole bunch of advice about becoming a virtual assistant. That is her avenue. I love virtual assistants. I think they're great. And I want people to know that that avenue is there, but that is not necessarily my forte, but it's a legit option for a side hustle that can become a full-time job working with clients that you love. The next role is Pinterest manager, charging $700 to $2,100 per month. Pinterest done lazily can get huge results. And that is almost very irresponsible of me to say, because there are people who are incredible experts like Teresa Toledo. She basically gets her clients like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views per month, a growing following, which is hard to do on Pinterest. This is the hardest platform to grow following on. But even when you're just doing the bare minimum on Pinterest, you can increase a client's visibility by 5 figures, 6 figures per month in terms of impressions. I've never specialized in Pinterest, and even just doing the bare minimum, we've had up to 1 million. Actually, we had one client with 4 million impressions per month with tons of traffic happening. So Pinterest managers can charge anywhere from $700 to $2,100 per month. The next one, we're going to go fast. I have 2 minutes left. If you have not yet done so, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss all of the up and coming videos that will support you with these things. The next thing is Facebook Ad Manager. They charge $1,000 to $6,500 per month. I could talk about this all day. I'm obsessed with Facebook ads. It's something I specialize in. I'm very good at Facebook ads. The more you charge, generally speaking, the more results you're getting. That is a correlation you need to have. So if you want to learn about how to run killer Facebook ads that crush it, go to confidentialannouncement.com. We have a huge announcement coming out very soon. If not already, by the time you watch this video, go to confidentialannouncement.com so that you can get that information. Kind of cool, right? All right, let's keep on going, guys. Next up, we've got a blogger. Bloggers can charge a lot. The better you are at blogging, the more you can charge. And to break the paradigm, people say like, oh, no one's willing to pay for bloggers or for blogs. False, 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 false. In fact, I had an expert level blogger and SEO specialist come into my business, and I got a quote. Are you guys ready for this? It even made me like have to hang on to my pants. I got a quote for $27,000 a month from a blogging expert. So that is not where we're all going to start out at. But the truth is, if you are providing blogging content to your clients every single week or even month, you should be charging for it. Charge $1,000 per month. Charge $5,000 a month if you're getting great results and SEO results. If you are a mom blogger and you have a lot of experience and knowledge in SEO and blogging, you should already be charging the higher rates because, truth be told, businesses need this and most people don't know how to blog. All right, we got 3 more coming. We have to go fast. Are you ready for it? And make sure that you jump on in to the 80 ways to secure a client so that you don't miss the free client attraction challenge coming out soon, only to people who opt in for the 80 ways, but you'll also enjoy the 80 ways. Okay, we have community manager. I have many of these hired at any point in time in my business. $500 to $1,000 per month. You will, generally speaking, see people who have big communities looking for community managers. They have big Facebook communities. They have big blogging communities. They have forum communities. And basically, you're going to be like the cheerleader for the brand and the community. These are very, very, very valuable hires. $500 to $1,000 per month. Keep that in mind. Next, we have an Instagram manager. I actually know one person who's in my program, The Social Click. She charges anywhere from $3,000 to $3,500 per client on Instagram. Totally doable. You can charge anywhere from $750 a month to $3,500 per month as an Instagram expert. There are some experts, I will put this out there, that charge $10,000 per month. And what I want to share with you guys is just because you hear stories of people who aren't willing to pay it, if someone doesn't want to pay the rates that you're charging, that's not your client. Does that make sense? That is not your client. But if you see someone else doing it for less, remember that there's always people who are willing to do it for less. My husband had an amazing quote. He said, "Do you know why there's a minimum wage, Rachel?" And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because people would work for less." It hit me so hard. I don't have to worry about people who are willing to charge less than I am, because the truth of the matter is there's always someone who's willing to work for less. The last rule that we have that we're going to talk about today is online business manager. This is hooking up integrations. This is a little more tech advice. This is more funnels and email integrations, software, technology, etc. It's a little more, it's paid a little higher per hour for a reason, because most people aren't OBMs. I am totally on YouTube. That's actually where I'm live streaming this. So find my YouTube channel. You guys can watch this video, those of you on TikTok. So an OBM, aka online business manager, can charge anywhere from $50 to $150 per hour. Though I know some people who charge $250 per hour, which is really powerful. And your job is going to be a little more technical. So if you have a knack for tech and a knack for figuring out integrations, Zapier, Canva, I go on and on and on, Google Drive, funnels, ActiveCampaign, you may make a great OBM. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure you comment below and let me know what you want to learn more about. Tell me what you're going to try. If you guys want to learn more about my programs, I do have several. If you are looking to, maybe you have a client or you're considering taking on a client, you want to learn some more skills, you can go to smutrial.com to join Social Media United and learn a few different things that I teach. If you are already a freelancer and you're not charging the rates that you should be, and you're like, dang it, I do mentorship and mastermind. It is not cheap. It is definitely not free. Just know if you have to ask how much it is, it's probably not going to be a good fit. But you're going to want to go to CLIQUE for life.com. Click4life.com to apply for my mentorship program. And I'm going to be producing even more videos to support you guys. I love giving you guys tons of free value. I will catch you all later. Bye for now. Cool. All right.